Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel Baddison Intuitive Tarot. In today's reading I'm taking a look at both your romantic love life for the week of August 2025 and I'm also going to be pulling some general messages. In the general portion of the reading, Aquarius, there are no restrictions. Whatever wants to come out comes out, whether it's career and money, friends and family, romance, personal and spiritual development, or all of the above. It's whatever's going on with you for the week ahead, okay? Now, for those of you only interested in romance, I will begin that reading in a second. But for those of you who could care less about your love life and just want the general read, if you look in the description box below this video, you'll find a timestamp or a chapter that will take you straight to the general portion so you don't have to watch the love part or click fast forward a billion times to get to the video, okay? And I'll see you there in a moment. For the Aquarians that are ready for the love message, here we are. Just please only take what fits, leave what doesn't, and yeah. All right, what do we have for Aquarius in love for the week of August 2025? From the time they watch the video, add 7 days for the Aquarius that's watching this. What's going on in their love life this week? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful aqua babies. All right, so the person throwing romantic energy your way, make sure my camera is okay. What are their feelings for you? We have the World card. This is fixed energy all around. Their intentions with you this week. The Knight of Wands, that's Sagittarius's court card, but also the energy of Leo and Aries. Their behavior and actions with you this week. We have the Sun, major arcana for Leo. A lot of Leo energy coming through. I mean, we are in Leo season, and that's your opposite. Your feelings for this person this week. The Eight of Wands, more fire. Looks good. The potential challenge you might encounter this week. The Four of Pentacles, that's Sun and Capricorn showing up. And your potential weekly outcome in your love life, Aquarius. The Three of Wands, more fire. And I absolutely love this card. That tells me you got something good heading your way. Your advice this week? The Tower, major for Scorpio. Right then and there, I got, if it's meant to fall, let it fall. Don't force something to stay up with Gorilla Glue and duct tape. Just let the situation fall. I don't know what it's referring to. Whoever this person is, they like you a lot, so I don't think it's connected to them. But if you're holding on to anything from an old relationship or holding on to anything that is just blocking you from reaching the path that you want to reach, I would just let it fall. We'll figure out what that is. But I got it immediately and I just felt guided to say it quickly. Ooh, look at the rooms getting brighter as I'm talking about that. All right, so what's the overall energy for Aquarius this week? The King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, influenced by the Page of Cups. So with the King of Cups being the overall energy this week, influenced by the Page of Cups, it's clear that somebody is showing up with deep emotions for you this week, but only sharing a little bit. Think of the Page of Cups to the King of Cups like this, Aquarius. All right, say you got a water bubbler. Right? You got a water bubbler. It's got like 2 gallons of water in it. But you have one of those little Dixie cups. The little Dixie cups where you pour the water into it and you're like, all right, that's enough for right now. I don't want to go crazy on the water. And you drink it. That's the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. Indicating to me that you've got someone coming towards you with a 2-gallon bottle of water for you. But they're only going to share just a little bit right now because they don't want to push you away or overwhelm you or like lay it on too thick too quick. Like for example, say this is a water sign and this person has deep love for you, but you guys have only been together for a little while. They don't want to be telling you that they love you crazy, you know, if they feel like you're someone that moves slower. Something like that. We'll see. And if this is someone that you've been dealing with for a while, there could be something going on here, Aquarius, where you're still kind of looking back at something from your past as like a template of what not to do in your future love life, but it might also be holding you back in your present love life. All right, because I see the Eight of Cups right underneath that. They're showing me that, but before this person even came along, there may have been someone that got to you first that did you dirty, that did you wrong, that was not there for you, was not supportive over you, did not appreciate your worth and value. And it's like you're looking over your shoulder thinking that person better stay where they're at. They better not find me, they better not follow me, blah, blah, blah. But you're too busy looking back at them, making sure that they're not following you, that you're not looking at this person. That this person. They're like, hey, what's up? So now remember, only take what fits, what resonates. I'll know more to the story the further I get into it, but you got someone coming towards you with a lot of love for you, but they're not trying to scare you off. So let's begin. I'm going to first clarify the overall energy. Yeah, I'm getting strong water and fire. So someone could be a hybrid, like water sun, fire rising, or flip that. Why the King of Cups as the overall energy this week? Temperance. Temperance is all about moderation, right? You know, 1 foot in the 5D, 1 foot in the 3D. You know, 1 foot on dry land, the other in water. Trying to not like do too much of, you know, something. So that totally connects with what I said earlier about the water bubbler. You know, even though all that water is there, you don't need it right now. Something need to be slow dripped. Okay, so it feels like you got someone that is really trying to like not mess something up with you. I got the Star on the bottom, which is your major arcana, hinting that someone feels like you are like a wish come true, someone that they, you know, have a lot of faith could work out. The World card on the bottom, and I got the World card right here. The World card can come in when we feel a feeling of acceptance with somebody, when we feel at whole with somebody. Well, we should feel whole on our own. So it's not saying that this person needs you to feel whole. No, that's not what this is saying. Because if this person is coming to you as the King of Cups, they're already whole on their own. The King of Cups gets to be at the King of Cups level because they feel good on their own. They don't need outside validation. They don't need someone to love them for them to love themselves. They're good. All right, but someone is intuitively picking up on the fact that they need to come towards you in a more lighthearted way with that Knight of Wands energy in order to keep the sparking. All right, I didn't have another word for that. So with the World card being this person's feelings, it's talking about wanting to go to another level, the next tier. Oftentimes the World card can be wanting to close a door on a relationship and be like, no, this ain't working. I close this door with you. Bye. But it's not read that way when I see the surrounding energy telling me that someone wants to just close one door and go to the next door together. Okay, someone's feeling happy about something. Clarify that World card. I'm getting a side message. I'm getting someone here might be rebuilding after a tower. Like you and someone are rebuilding and it's a slow process and someone's a little bit nervous about whether or not this is just going to be, it's like someone's worried when the, hold on, my brain just ghosted me. Hold on. Someone here might be on edge with, all right, when is crap going to hit the fan again? When is it, you know, like someone's used to a pattern of we're good and then we're bad. We're good and then we get, you know, into a situation. That's a side message for someone here who's in the rebuilding stage with somebody. But if this is not someone that you've ever had a tower with, then don't force that. Clarify that World card. The 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So this person is caught between 2 different timelines. One timeline where they feel like you and them could go as far as you can ever go. 10 of Cups is happy family, happy life, everyone living together really with a lot of beautiful things happening. 5 of Pentacles is abandoning something if it feels like there's no security, if there's no growth. You know, are you both growing together, Aquarius? Are your values aligning more, not less, as time goes on? Are conflicts resolved with honesty and care? Are you both still choosing each other intentionally? That's where this person's at. Are you guys growing together? Because the World card talks about, you know, seeing you evolve with somebody and not regress. This person is pretty much feeling like they have grown with you and that you have been a positive influence to them. However, if they feel like even with that, you're still not sure about them, they will start to pull back out of protection. Out of protection. Because I do have the 4 of Pentacles showing up in the blockage. someone feeling like they're doing all the right things, but someone's still coming in looking like they don't trust them, even if they didn't do anything to earn that trust. And that connects with what I said earlier. So some of you Aquarians might need to make peace with something that happened prior to this person coming into your life. And for those of you who are saying, no, Baddison, this is the person that I'm like trying to figure out if I should move on from, then there's definitely some soul searching needing to happen, okay? So that way you both are not giving to a situation that is just going to hurt you slowly. Four of Cups, Five of Swords. Clarify Aquarius' feelings. Why the Eight of Wands? The Eight of Wands is your feelings for this person. Tells me that they give you really good energy. You feel pumped up when you talk to them. You feel like the chemistry is really strong. All right, and that tornado in the background may be suggesting that this week you may feel like something's coming out of nowhere, whether a conversation that leads to a positive breakthrough comes out of nowhere, or something. It's like the Eight of Wands is always moving forward. It's not regressing. It's travel plans being made. I do see a couple cards that might suggest you guys taking a trip together or making travel plans. That's a strong sign that you guys will move forward together. If someone's inviting you into future plans with them and inviting you into their world. Why the Eight of Wands? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. You really like this person. I feel like what you both are kind of telling me right now is that you feel like you reassure each other without feeling smothered. And you trust this person without needing constant control. But then there's times where that all gets thrown out to the wayside and there's a feeling of needing to control. Whether control how much you share with this person out of fear of being vulnerable too soon. Maybe you're the one that's only wanting to come in with that one cup while this person's showing up with the King of Cups. Maybe you're the one at the water bubbler saying, you just need this one little cup, go away. Go away. That's all you get. No more. I'm protecting the rest. I need that cup of water. I need that 2 gallon of water in case, something happens and I can have it from me, So forget that treasure chest. Just pretend that's the water bubbler. You got all that water in there and this person's like, please, can I have some water? And you give them this little cup, knowing that you got all of that. Did someone recently watch Oliver Twist? I haven't seen that show in forever, or that movie. All right, so clarify the blockage. Oh, hello, accidentally doing it backwards. 1 second. Clarify that Four of Pentacles, please. The Eight of Cups. Look at that. It confirms what I said earlier. In this tarot deck, it says pearls, but the pearls are the cups. Look at that. That's exactly what I said earlier. Not to bring out the annoying voice, but that's what I said earlier. So that hit home for somebody, that someone walked away from something and is choosing to give to something else, but is being very on guard of what they walked away from, hijacking this good feeling that they may be feeling right now. Because right now, I feel like I have an Aquarius that's feeling good. Now, if this is relating to you and somebody rebuilding and having a renewal in your relationship, you're waiting for the ball to drop. You're on edge. You're like, all right, it's good now, but when is it going to F up? When is it going to go back to the way it was? On guard, Five of Swords. Clarify that Knight of Wands for this person's intentions with Aquarius. I feel like this person wants to have a lighthearted week. Oftentimes, the Knight of Wands does talk about a non-committal person, but the surrounding energy is not matching. The surrounding energy shows me that this person is trying to not put any restrictions on you. Nine of Wands, being guarded. So because one person is showing up guarded, the other person feels like they have to match energy. Because we feel comfortable when we're around people who are mirroring us. It gives us a feeling of familiarity, even if what they're mirroring back at us is actually holding us back from what we actually want to see in the mirror. Page of Cups. Oh my goodness! King of Cups is right underneath that. You guys. Again, sorry for the annoying voice coming out. I don't care. I get excited too. Look at that. It's the same thing. It's the same freaking thing. That's another confirmation of what I said earlier. Oh, hold on, a little backwards. Look at that. King of Cups, King of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups, same thing. And look what's right underneath that. The Three of Swords. Someone feeling like they're constantly watching a train wreck in their relationships. Feeling like they're watching their love sink in that ocean like that ship. Feeling helpless. Feeling like you have to watch from the outside. Yeah, I'm definitely getting someone here, whether it's you, Aquarius, or your person. Someone has been through some stuff, and it doesn't have to be related to an ex relationship or anything like that. It could just be life be lifing, and someone just feels like they're just on this floating rock, feeling like the universe is just like playing ping pong, and it's like, when do I get a break? When do I get a break? So I get it. I get it. I think we've all been through situations in our life where it feels like another thing happens. It's like a freaking sequence of unfortunate events. But that usually happens right before we level up. Anytime I've had like a shit show in my life go on, it's always met with a reward after, and me being in the life I want to see in the mirror versus what I was seeing in the mirror. But in order to get what we want, we've got to get a little uncomfortable. We've got to. We've got to go through a painful relationship to see the beauty in a good relationship. Because how will you know you're with someone sweet and wonderful if you've never seen the dark side of someone first? The Sun is this person's behavior this week. The Eight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Pisces energy and I think that's Taurus, I don't remember. Either way, it's good. So going forward, this person, I feel like intuitively feels like it's worth it to still continue this with you, even if they have to slower down their pace to accommodate what your level of comfort is. But they are coming in kind of happy-go-lucky. I'm strongly getting like Leo vibes off of this person. Again, they don't have to be a Leo. But this is someone that's coming in with Leo vibes. We sometimes take on the energy of the zodiac sign we're in for that season. Like, you know, during Cancer season, I'm a crybaby. During Leo season, I'm like a kid in a candy store. It's just like whenever we're in that zodiac sign, we kind of take on it. And it feels like you got someone that's trying to be like very carefree and childlike with you. And that could be why they're coming at you with that Page of Cups rather than the King of Cups, in order to be like, hey, I mean no harm. Let's just go out for a dinner. Let's just have a nice dessert together. No pressure for anything else. Let's just do our thing. Behind the scenes, this person's like, I love you. Clarify that Three of Wands as Aquarius's potential weekly outcome. Justice, beautiful. And the World, beautiful. And the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. And the Ace of Swords is right underneath that. Aquarius, the fact that you got the Wheel of Fortune just after I was talking about how whenever I notice a series of unfortunate events in my life, a good thing follows, that's the Wheel of Fortune. And combine that with the World card, this is all happening for a reason, so just go along with it. All right? I hate to say it that way, but you just got to. You just got to. Stressing about it is just not going to do any good. All right? This is what comes through when your life is about to level up. Like if I was doing a career reading for you, this would be telling me that you're going from running at a 9-to-5, at a job you hate just because it pays the bills, but it barely pays the bills, and then you being leveled up to like running a high successful business and making money that you never thought you would make. That it's that life-changing type of combo. This is you reaching a level of success in your life. You learned some sort of valuable lesson, and now you get to take the tools that you learned to your next phase. This is you learning what not to do and learning what to do in a situation. You gain some life skills that you'll be able to help somebody else out on. Because the Justice card being here is telling me that something's going to work out in your favor. Okay? Why the Tower as Aquarius's advice? Now, if you're in no contact or limited communication with someone right now, Aquarius, I will pull that person's hidden feelings for you, whether it's a family member, friend, lover. We'll get that in a second before we go into the general portion. Clarify the Tower for Aquarius's advice. Page of Wands. And the Seven of Cups on the bottom. This is, you know, laugh a little bit more this week. And remember that you have plenty of options. If you really don't like how a situation is looking, you've got other options around it. Just go from it with a feeling like you're leading with your heart and not leading with fear. Because leading with fear is just going to get you more crap. Leading with your heart open is going to get you more heart-aligned situations. Okay? I hope I'm explaining that correctly. All I know is you got someone here that likes the heck out of you, might even love you for a lot of you. It doesn't guarantee that this is going to be your forever person, but it is letting me know that someone cares about you a lot, but you've also met some people that don't care about you or didn't care about you and put you through a lot. And you're just trying to like not let that happen again. And I don't blame you. But I am seeing some good things for you. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, I have strong fixed energy, so Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Libra, Pisces. That's the main ones that came through. I wouldn't worry too much about the zodiac signs. If you're just staying for the romantic portion, can you please rock that like and subscribe button for your girl? If you haven't already, I appreciate you. And every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live with the All Signs Their Feelings for You read. I will leave in the description box below this video the most recent one I did. I do a similar read as this, but I engage with you more live on air. I show my face. I try to connect with you a little bit more. I have fun doing that with you, so I hope to see you there. I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? I want to hold you again. I need to feel your body next to mine. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. I still like, hold on, learning how to read. Learning how to read. Hold on for a second. Pausing. Rewinding. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. I keep forgetting I just got a new camera. I keep on having the, it's like second nature to do that little stupid number, but it's a new camera. I don't have to do it anymore. Yay. All right, so that's for you, Aquarius. I'll begin the general portion in a second. The timestamp is in the description if you don't want to sit around watching me clean up my table. All right, have a good day if you're only here for the love read. All right. General message for Aquarius. Aquarius. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, Aquarius, to your general portion of your read. I'm going to pull a 12-card spread, see what's going on with you for the next 7 days. From whenever you click on the video, add 7 days. These readings can be timeless. All right, 12-card spread for Aquarius. What is Aquarius's general message for the week of August 2025? Oh, whenever they find this video, add 7 days. Hello, wait a minute, you don't belong there. 1 second, hold on. You belong there. 12-card spread for Aquarius. 2 more shuffles, please. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful aqua babies. All right, coming into your current energy, we have the Magician, beautiful. Influencing that, we have the Sun, even beautifuler. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, nice. Some of you guys are getting a promotion at work, a pay raise, or just feeling like blessings are coming from the sky. Just feeling like you're getting some rewards for something, and it's making you feel really happy. Some of you guys are getting specific good news this week. Whether you just got word on a sale of your house and you're finding out the buyers are paying more than what you listed it for, or you're getting a loan on a house. The Six of Pentacles can be a benefactor. It could be a loaner from the bank, a service loan officer giving you the green light on something. Some of you guys may be in escrow. Okay. For some of you, you're manifesting a chance to be able to get a house. Maybe you're looking to buy your very first house with that number 1 there. This could be your very first home that you're getting, and you're getting excited to be a homeowner. Page of Swords. King of Cups. That King of Cups showed up in your first spread. For those of you who watched that first reading and resonated with it, the person's still showing up in the week. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy. For some of you, your good news might be tying into a transfer of a job. Maybe you're going from one job to another job, or your commute is changing, or there's something to do with travel with your work is kind of what I'm getting. Like you're getting some good news about travel and work. Some of you guys may be a realtor for me to mention all that house buying stuff. You might be a realtor that's putting a lot of money into your gas tank and a lot of miles in your car, and something is going to pay off for you. The Tower. Ah, really? That card just went flying. Two of Swords. Your advice is the Four of Swords. What's their blockage this week? Page of Pentacles. What is Aquarius' theme this week? Six of Wands. Beautiful. Overall energy, the Lover's card. Influenced by the Two of Pentacles, and then I see the Eight of Cups. Now, the Lover's card doesn't always have to talk about romantic situations. I'll read it in both ways. But for those who are not dealing with romance, the Lover's card talks about making a choice from the heart. Because back in the day when tarot was first created, over 500 years ago, this was actually not called the Lover's card. It was called the Choice. It's needing to make a choice from the heart, using both masculine and feminine energy to make this decision. So a lot of you Aquarians, you're weighing out the pros and cons of a situation, all right? And to make a very balanced decision for yourself to move forward, you're taking on the energy of your feminine side and your masculine side to really navigate through the situation with full control, okay? And it may involve having to turn your back on something that's no longer doing what it needs to do. Or it already did everything, and now hanging around is just pointless. You know, imagine going to the hospital to get a freaking Band-Aid on a wound, and then they put the Band-Aid on the wound and you just sit there in the waiting room for days later. It's like, what are you doing? I already gave you your Band-Aid. Nothing more I can do here. Just, you know, find something better now. It's kind of like that. That was the worst way of explaining it, but that's what came through. I don't know, my shoulder's hurting right now all of a sudden, so maybe I need to go to the doctor. But anyway, if this is to be read in a romantic context, especially with that King of Cups staring at me, I do feel like I have an Aquarius that is going back and forth on whether or not you want to give a relationship a chance for the first time or a second time, okay? And you're teetering back and forth between uniting or becoming stronger with this person, or just saying, no, I'm not dealing with my love life right now. My love life is just too draining. I got to focus on me, you know? Things like that. Now, with your theme being the Six of Wands, that's pretty good. The Six of Wands is Jupiter and Leo energy. And we were getting a lot of Leo energy for you earlier. And Leo is your opposite sign. I feel like you're going to benefit more off of Leo season than maybe other people. I know that's a stretch, but it's kind of coming through here as this being a very good week for you in other areas of your life. I feel like you're getting something. Six of Wands usually talks about public recognition. Six of Wands usually talks about people finally seeing what makes you stand out from the rest of the crowd. You know, you getting your flowers, you feeling seen and appreciated. When Aquarians are normally the type that is the wallflower, you're usually the ones that kind of are behind the scene. You're like the writer of a show, but the cast of the show gets all the glory, and no one gives you flowers. You're just the writer. You know, you get your little credit underneath the video, and you're fine with that. You don't like the attention. But this week, it feels like you are getting the attention, and it might feel kind of nice. You're getting some good stuff. For others, I do feel like someone here is trying to ignore a Tower. You know, the Two of Swords is all about indecision. The Two of Swords is all about procrastination. It's not wanting to make a decision, so putting it off over and over and over again. But when you're dealing with the Tower is not going to be put off. Tower only comes in because you have already tested the universe's patience. All right. The Tower comes in when you were given ample opportunity to make a decision on your own terms and you didn't do it. Right? I've said this analogy before and I'll say it again. Imagine, you know, a kid being in his bedroom and a mom being like, hey, clean your room. I got guests coming over in 8 hours, okay? And he's like, fine. She goes in there 2 hours later. He hasn't budged. I said clean your room. Well, we have guests coming here in 4 hours. Okay. Now it's been 4 hours. The kid still hasn't touched the room. And now she's like, all right, I told you I wanted that room to be clean. Now you're going to clean it and you're going to lose your Game Boy. Oh God, I'm aging myself. What is it, Xbox now? stitch, switch, whatever. It's just, now the kid has to still clean their room, but now they lose a luxury. You know, not saying that you're going to lose anything, but towers come in when we're taking too long to take action towards something, and now we got to go through it a little bit more uncomfy rather than on our terms. Three of Swords on the bottom. And then I got the Four of Swords as your advice. Some of you Aquarians need to just take a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a rest before making any big decisions. And that will help you avoid procrastination. There's like something that you're avoiding. I don't know if you're avoiding getting your taxes prepared. I don't know if you're avoiding signing certain documents that need to be signed for you to get this house. Or there's something else that you just don't want to do right now because it's too mentally stressful. Okay? Clarify that Six of Pentacles, the Sun and the Magician. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, the Sun and the Magician. Justice. Justice is a legally binding contract. Some of you guys are in escrow. Some of you guys are, you know, filling out a loan application and you're getting a yes. Okay? Definitely don't let this reading replace financial advice, legal advice, things like that, all right? But for some of you, I do see someone getting the green light that, you know, they got approved for something. Approved for a loan, for a house. Or someone agreed to your listing price if you're selling. Queen of Swords on the bottom. Queen of Swords usually comes in as a paralegal, an attorney, or someone just in a field where the mind is really important in regards to the situation, not bedside manner, not emotional connection to clients. The mind is what's needed. Clarify that King of Cups. Three of Cups. For those of you who are dating, someone wants to date you more. Someone is not ready for you to say, no, I'm not feeling this. For those of you who are actively dating somebody and you resonated with that first spread that I did, someone wants to continue dating you. You guys may have been dating for like 3 months. And for others, you're going to meet someone new, possibly starting off as a friendship first. Okay? 10 of Cups on the bottom. Magician. Yeah, for some of you Aquarians, you might have a friend that's manifesting a relationship to blossom from where it's at right now. I don't know how you'll feel about that. Because some people might see it as manipulative, like all this time you just wanted to be my friend, not knowing that you had some sort of agenda to make this be a romantic thing. I don't know how you feel about that. Some of you guys might be excited. Some of you guys might be kind of taken aback by that. Clarify the Page of Pentacles in Aquarius's blockage. Five of Swords. For some of you, you're scared to go after something because everyone else wants it too. Whether it's a job promotion, whether it's an actual job, or for some of you, you may feel like your abilities are under attack. Like, you know, one person could do something and not get any attention for it, but you could do the exact same thing and all of a sudden you're held to a higher standard. Hold on, I said that to someone recently. Was it Sagittarius' reading? Or Libra's reading? It was either Libra or Sagittarius. I don't know if you had that in your chart. But I am getting an Aquarius that feels like you can't seem to get away with certain things that other people can get away with. Like you're always held to a higher standard. Okay? And you still have to compete for the same thing that everyone else competes for, even though you're already moving at a higher rate than everyone else. It's like when people show up and do 100%, you show up and do 150%. But the one time that you show up doing 100%, which is the same as everyone else, you're like, how dare you show up so bare minimum today? It's something like that. Some of you guys are wiped out. Some of you guys are pooped. Yeah, I'm getting an Aquarius that always overgives in every area of their life and is still held to a higher standard than people that under-deliver and don't get the same, you know, heat when one day you're just not feeling like yourself. You might be feeling burnt out. Or I'm reading for an Aquarius that may have gone through something very heavy recently, something very scary, or just brought you a lot of, you know, uncertainty to your life. You just may need a little bit of a break. You may be going through too much and you're just needing a little bit of a break to be kinder to yourself. Clarify that Four of Swords. The Devil. Yeah, some of you Aquarians, you dealt with some inner demons. You dealt with some people with some strong narcissistic traits in them. You dealt with some life's freaking... There's no word for that. I'm feeling like I'm reading for an Aquarius that is recovering from some sort of heavy situation. And you're like, I'm so wiped. So for those of you who are divorcees, or you just healed from a breakup and you got someone throwing love at your way, you might be like, you know what, I like you, but I'm not ready to date you yet. Let's just be friends first. That could be what I'm getting for you. And for others, this might be more financial related, where maybe you got, you know, you went through a terrible situation with your career, your job, where you were kind of thrown in a different direction, and you're now finally starting to get back on your feet. And now you're seeing some good things being thrown your way, but you're always on edge for what's the next thing that's going to come in and mess things up for you. Like, when is that ball going to drop? And I got that message in that first spread. Like, I have a hyper-vigilant Aquarius that is finally out of the storm, but is wondering when the next storm is going to happen, even if it doesn't happen. And that's going to create fear in you, which is going to create the fear that you're fearing. Clarify that, Chariot. The Magician. And on the bottom I had the Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're manifesting at a fast rate right now, Aquarius. And you want to make certain that your thoughts are focusing on thoughts that are going to create the reality that you want, and not attract the reality you don't want to be a part of. Like, if you're always constantly waiting for the next shitstorm to happen, you're going to attract that. So rest, take it easy on yourself, and reprogram your mind and take your power back in some way. Like, if you went through a series of unfortunate events, look at all those events and look at the lessons that you gained. Look at the positives out of each one. Cherry pick. Be like, all right, I did get something good out of that crappy experience. I did learn that from that crappy experience. That taught me how to watch out for those crappy people. Take the good out of it, and that will help you reclaim your power, to where now you know what to look for and what to look out for, and you're going to start manifesting some blessings your way. You know? Clarify the Six of Wands for Aquarius this week. The Five of Wands and a Chariot. There is no competition for you. You are the it factor. The Six of Wands as your theme, clarified by the Five of Wands, is saying that people are going to compete for the spotlight this week. People are going to compete for what's rightfully yours. You ain't got to do nothing. Oh my goodness, my grammar. But it is showing me that you're moving in a higher rate, at a higher frequency, because of the stuff that you went through. You earned your flowers. You earned your chevrons. You're ready to, like, go out there and just, like, enjoy life the way you deserve it. You paid your dues. You paid your dues, Aquarius. People need to put respect on your name. So I feel like you got a lot of good things happening this week, after not so many good things happening to you in the previous weeks. And, you know, only you know what you've gone through. I don't think it would really help if anyone came up to you and said, I relate. No, that wouldn't help. Not to the Aquarius that's watching this. Real promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. Oh my Lanta, hold on. That's like, I put the card back. Dang it. That would have been perfect for that other card that I just saw for you. Missed opportunity there. Free to move. Embrace your liberty to explore new paths. The world is wide open for your journey. Yeah, Aquarius, I feel like just release the chains of the past. You're free here. You're free. You're free. Don't let what happened in the past continue to hurt you over and over again because of the fear of it happening again. Then it's going to win. It's going to win. Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. Unwavering faith. Stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit guides you through uncertainty. All right, Aquarius, that is for you. I'll see you in a week for your next reading. Till then, rock that like and subscribe button for your girl if you don't mind. You don't have to. I love you. I'll see you later. Namaste.